Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Dynasty Mode Series video, and we are in Week 9 of the 2025 season, and we have a huge SEC matchup in front of our home fans. This team is coming off a loss to Georgia a week ago in Georgia. Hard-fought game, but today we face off against a Texas team who's sitting 6-2 on the season. They're 2-2 in the conference. And of course, this Kentucky team, we took our first loss last week in Georgia. So we are 5-1 now, sitting 2-1 in the conference. So this is basically a must-win game in the SEC, because when you're in the SEC conference, you better come ready to play, because if you drop 2 games, you could likely miss out on the SEC championship. So we cannot lose to Texas. The good thing is we're back in front of our home fans. No home field advantage for the other team like Georgia had last week. It was so tough to play in Georgia, and it showed, but I'm so proud of our team. Our team fought so hard last week. Our big problem was dropping passes. Our defense held Georgia to 17 points. Our offense scored 10, but we had 9 dropped passes, and 3 of them were for touchdowns, or maybe even 4 of them. So I will tell you, Jerry, the defensive coordinator, also the quarterback coach for this team, he took over as the wide receiver coach all week. So I tell you right now, you did not want to be in there for the conversation Jerry had with the receivers after that game. Watching film with him, Jerry tore into our receivers last week. I can tell you right now, they probably will not drop a football this week after the training they had to go through with Jerry. He put them through some of the worst conditioning you could ever imagine. So they better come ready to play this week. So today we'll be going through the top stories. We'll give an update on the top 25 conference standings, and then also new recruits that were added. So I will have timestamps for you all just like always. So if you want to go ahead and skip to the game, feel free to go ahead and do that. But if you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel and really keeps these series going. I have a full playlist for you all in the video description below. That's the best place to look for more episodes. I want to point out there's tons other career mode content here on the channel. You like this series, you're likely to like one of my other series as well, including a new series for the new NBA 2K25 game. Check out that brand new series. And I think this is the NBA 2K series where Ryan Gamer is actually going to learn how to play defense, and I think he's going to have a great NBA season this year. So moving on to the top stories here, we have a big matchup today. So number 19 Clemson Tigers will be facing off in Boston College against a team who's ranked 12th right now. That Boston College team has been playing great this season, and if they take out Clemson, they may move into the top 10. And the Wisconsin Badgers pulled off an upset over their conference rivals Maryland 40-16. They absolutely crushed Maryland, and their quarterback threw for 323 yards and had 4 touchdown passes. And then look at this high-scoring battle between Stanford and Miami in overtime. Stanford gets the win 72-70. What an incredible game that would have been to watch, and a huge win for Stanford. And then the final top story of the week is number 17 Clemson got beat by number 18 Florida State. And Clemson's wide receiver had a big-time game though. 7 catches, 189 yards, and 3 touchdowns. But they still lost to Florida State. So here's a look at the updated top 25. The big story is that Georgia moves into the number 1 spot. Kentucky falls to 7. You got Missouri in 2nd, Penn State, Alabama, Texas A&M, Syracuse, Kentucky, Michigan, Nebraska, Oregon, Kansas State, Boston College making out the top 12. And the last team to move into the top 25 is Duke with a record of 5-1. And now just a quick update on the conference standings right now. Georgia 4-0 in the conference, number 1. Alabama 2-0, Missouri 2-0, Texas A&M 3-1, Florida 2-1, Kentucky and LSU are the last 2-1 teams. So this is what I mean. We're going to have to make sure we don't lose any other game in the SEC. If we do, we're not going to make the conference championship. And we have a tough schedule. We are on Heisman now. And the challenge this season, honestly, I didn't like it at first, but I really like that challenge now, because when you play in Georgia, it actually feels like you're playing in Georgia on Heisman, right? Because like anything can happen. You get rattled and you feel like you're playing away. And even when you're playing in front of your home fans in this game, if you're not completely focused, if you keep hitting the wrong button and throwing it to other receivers, not that I ever do that, yeah, you're probably gonna have a tough game at home. Now, a quick update on all the recruits we have at this point in the season. We'll do the full recruiting at the end of this episode. We got Rhodes, a 4-star Gilm cornerback. We got Jatavius Hogue, a 5-star right tackle. We got Leo Grimes, a 5-star athlete power back tendency. We got a 4-star Gilm middle linebacker. We got a 4-star Gilm right tackle. And then the huge one right here, 5-star Gilm quarterback, Stephen Bullock. My first 5-star Gilm ever landing in a college football 25 dynasty. This player might be the best quarterback in college football. And they will be the starter next year for this team. Brock Vandegrift, this is his last year. Stephen will be our starter next year. Then we got another 5-star Gilm. I've got 2 in this dynasty. An incredible recruiting class already. A 5-star Gilm right tackle here, Woods. And then the last recruit we got was a Jasmine here, an athletic power rusher, a 4-star Gilm. So incredible recruiting class, and we have a lot other recruits we're trying to go after here. It looks like we're losing the middle linebacker battle. We did try to sway. Yes, we did try to sway. I do want to look to see if that worked. I think we already did. It did not work. So we basically lost this middle linebacker. I don't think there's a reason probably to keep him on that list. You know, we'll make a decision after this week because they do have a visit on week 11. If we do get a sway and we win, maybe, but it looks like they're going to go to Georgia this week. It is time. Week 9 matchup. The Texas Longhorns are coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against the 7th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. We need Big Blue Nation to be fired up today. We are coming off a loss where our wide receivers had the worst game imaginable, but our defense played great. We have to win this football game today. I need all your all's one-times. I need all the hype and positive, encouraging comments, just like always. We take a look at these 2 teams by the numbers. This Texas team is amazing, but we have home field advantage. 90 overall on the Texas team, 90 offense, 91 defense. Here on the Kentucky side, we're sitting 86 overall, 85 offense, and 87 defense. So we need Keyshawn Silver, our defensive tackle, to have a big game. We need our running back, Patterson, to have a big-time game. We could not rush against Georgia. They just dominated against the rush. But you better believe it. We are going to be looking to not only run the football, we're going to do some play actions today. We're going to get creative. We're going to start throwing the ball more. I got to start throwing more and getting better at throwing on Heisman. I need to stop avoiding it and throw touchdown passes and crush the Texas Longhorns. Let's do this. I am so ready. I am so ready, everybody. I always get so fired up for any game in this career mode. So here we go. 86 overall versus 90 overall. Uniforms we're going to be wearing today. I think we wear the all blue. I'm feeling all blue today here for the Kentucky. No, actually, no, I know what we're doing. We just came off a loss. We're going back to what we were last year. All home games. We're going back to the all black. We're going back to the all black look. Black cleats. We're going all black. I think that's going to be the winning formula today against Texas. And you better believe Texas is going to be ready to play. Let's make sure they have some uniforms on that don't clash. Okay, perfect. And make sure we have the right playbook. Yes, playbook is set. It is time. Big Blue Nation needs to be fired up today. Let's win this one, everybody.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Here we go. And hey, what about my Kentucky Wildcats in real life? Week 1, basically in one half, 31-0 against Southern Miss. We looked amazing, and I'm recording this before the South Carolina game, but this video is likely going live the day of that South Carolina game. So So pumped for that. Go Kentucky. What a start it's been in real life. Let's keep it going.
To kick off to get things underway.
We are UK. That's right. On U of K, everybody. We get the ball at half. I like to kick off first.
From inside his own 5.
What a play by Smith.
Find no daylight. He goes down. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here he comes.
3 receivers on the field. Let's go. Let's go nickel. Zone blitz.
He sort of believes, I'm him.
Let's show a cover 2, though.
He gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue
Good tackle.
to give him touches? You know, they're going to split them out wide.
And I'm going to try to be ultra focused today. Try not to lose my focus. I may not talk as much.
That will be featured.
Let's do a nickel blitz. I'm going to show 2, but it's a cover 3.
Second down for this offense.
Two bubble screens.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Okay, 3rd and 7.
That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you know, limit that yards after the catch.
What about a nickel 2 trap? Cover 3 cloud.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Manning.
Come on, I was there. I just couldn't hit the quarterback. We had multiple people there. I didn't have time to pick the play. It chose it for me. That's unfortunate. Now I'm going to switch them up. I'm going to do a cover 2 show. We're going to do a nickel over robber press. Change them up with some men. They might run it, though.
You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field.
That's a perfect time for man. That's another screen. 3 screens already. A lot of our success last week came from blitzing. I think on here we run a default shell nickel 2 trap.
After losing a couple on that last
and I'm going to play defensive tackle, our worst defensive tackle, because I feel like that's where I need to play. We want our best players to control themselves.
Fires to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day,
let's show a cover 0 and run a
flat route. Today,
cover 2.
These guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up.
That's not the play I wanted to pick. Was it showing us the wrong play?
Small gain,
okay.
I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on
I'm going to go man here.
2nd and 6.
I'm going to tell him to play inside.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wide.
What was our middle linebacker doing? He's in man, right? Yeah, he's in man. Okay. And look, Arch Manning, everybody. I didn't even notice that. Look, Manning's having a great season. What? Incredible season.
Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers.
Arch Manning is going to be amazing.
Plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The give to the back.
Archie Manning, right? It's Arch. Not Archie.
You'll take 4 yards on
Arch,
first
right?
down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Give to the running back.
I broke through, but then I got locked into another block. Okay. Wow, Texas is going to be tough to stop. We're going to have to do an overload blitz probably.
Real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their.
I'm going to be a linebacker.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Good play. Come on, Hardaway.
That'll be a loss of 3.
I'm doing it again.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, what a tackle. Let's go.
Down to the 14.
Okay.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in
3rd and 11.
It's tough to throw, right?
Let's go. Let's get all the defensive backs on the field we can have. Let's go cover 3 match.
That's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top.
Good job.
Man down
Come on. That is a huge defensive stand. Hey, I appreciate you all's tips as well every week. You know, I'm trying to get better each week. You know, I know I'm not always going to make the best decisions. I make the decision I want to at that time, whether or not it's a good one. So I'm learning a lot from you all, and
this distance makes that angle not quite so
it's a challenging game, that's for sure. You're never going to make 100% right. They've missed it. That is the first missed kick I've seen on Heisman. Actually, that's the second. And it's always when we are a home team. It's very rare. It's about time. Big Blue Nation came through. Let's run the football.
And then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Our run offense is unstoppable besides Georgia.
They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like a screen here, actually.
That comes off the ball like that.
Let's see if Jerry's work with the wide receivers worked today. Now, this is not the wide receiver, obviously, but still.
Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before
I'm doing a play action.
pick up and a first down for this offense.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball.
Everybody says I need to run more play action. They're not wrong.
It's a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself.
Look at the freshman!
Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out.
Did you all see that juke to stay in bounds and then the juke to dodge the defender? That's a freshman. Oh, nasty. Watch him go.
Okay, ready?
Okay. You want to win or do you want to lose? I need some coffee. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody.
Battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Using his legs, it's Patterson.
I know I switched that away from the lead blocker. I was trying to throw him off.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your
might be a touchdown
as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated.
Quarterback feeling the pressure.
Good job, though, by our lineman to not get a block at the back there, because he could have.
Is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your
quarterback. Brown.
Shot for the end zone.
Brown, we caught one. We caught one, everybody.
And how about the offense? They spread them
If you watched last week's video, you know why we're celebrating that. Baryon Brown dropped a touchdown pass last week against Georgia. Who didn't? What a catch. On U of K, everybody. Home field advantage in full force today. They missed the field goal. They ran down the field. Our defense got the stop. Georgia had complete home field advantage last week. We couldn't even catch a football.
Kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That was a nightmare in Georgia last week. Our team's still terrified of anybody mentioning a bulldog. They look around like, what?
Thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the
You don't
25.
mention Bulldogs.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense.
I like the zone blitz right now.
For points, but sometimes when you have to
I know we don't want to be
nothing,
too
David,
predictable,
it can be
but
demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this
that's how you play.
Put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable.
Now, how
too,
about
especially as they get closer and
trap?
closer down to
Let's
the
show a cover 3,
When
though.
you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell gets off the football.
Let's
really
not let
fast,
Manning
gets
do
in the
his thing.
backfield,
We need to
gets
get to the
running back
quarterback.
before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Off the RPO, complete. It's a fumble.
Hit stick right on the football, saved by the sideline. Okay, this is when we go man blitz. We're showing a cover 3. We are
Yeah,
playing
that
inside.
defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense.
He's
is
right
very
there.
lucky that thing
You
trickled
got
out
to
of
step in
bounds.
front of that football. Godfrey's right there. That was a good route, though.
Man, he had to get rid of
Let's
that thing. I don't even
go
think he had time to
cover
find
3
the
match.
laces
I
when
think
he
they're going to
picks up
throw
the
it.
first
Show a
down.
cover
Yeah,
2.
that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Running back goes in motion. To the air. It's Manning. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds.
When I go
firm.
into the
No
A
pickup
conservative
at
tackles, I
all
just keep
on that
tapping the
play.
A button now.
They're throwing the
I
swing
think we
pass
keep
to the
going
back,
cover
just
3 right
trying
now
to
and
get
show
him the
cover
ball
2.
in space to see
For
if
now.
he can make people miss. That time, though, the
Cover 3
defense,
match
nice
seems
job
to be
with
the
the
play.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he does
3rd
a
and
really
1.
nice job finding open space
3
and
receiver
making a
set,
good
1
game
running
before
back.
the stop is made.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. Keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
We're watching the run. That's a great
Quick
play
pass to
call.
the left, trying to
Wow.
get it to the marker.
That's so well executed. I don't know if that was an audible from Arch Manning, but that was
When you're a
beautiful.
playmaker
10
like
for
this guy
10.
is, your coaches are going to dial up
Okay,
plays
Arch.
intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where
I'm
the
thinking
quarterback was going
Archie,
with
'cause
that
isn't
football.
Archie
All week long, they
his
decided
dad's
on the
name,
biggest downs
right?
of this game,
Am I making
we're
that
gonna
up?
target our best player.
I
And
might
we're
be
gonna
making
make
that
sure
up.
That he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after
So
coming
they're
up
really
with
wanting to
positive
hit the
yardage
short
there.
swing route.
I like the
So
decision by the quarterback here. Just
I
get the
now
ball in
I'm
your
doing
hands,
going
give
back
it
to the
your
nickel
playmakers.
blitz.
A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight
So
end.
many quick routes.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Let's go man then.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Trying my best,
How
but
quick did he see that?
wow,
too?
they're tough.
Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust. I'm going to find that matchup.
what is our
Get him
end
the football
doing
for the
there?
first down.
Our cornerback? Our quarterback came up and just made a terrible play. Let's go.
Man, the defense, you hold
Let's
your
show
breath.
cover
When this
2
receiver
and run
has
a
the
linebacker
football out in
blitz.
space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
It's caught, and he's knocked
Okay,
down
so
immediately,
we're going
but they're
back
in
to
the red
man.
zone
I mean,
at
we're
the
going back to
14.
zone.
And I love the awareness
going
by
cover
the
3
wide
buzz
receiver on that
match.
play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
Defense
You
is so
gotta
tough
wonder
on
if the
Heisman,
receiver
right? When
decided
quarterbacks
maybe
get
to
locked
adjust the
in,
route
it's
a
so hard to
little
stop
bit
them.
to make sure that he got the first
But
down.
I'm mixing it up. I'm
And the
putting blitz.
Longhorns
I'm
have it
doing
with
the
1st and 10.
best with what we got.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle.
Even
Into
with the
end
blitz, we
zone.
can't get pressure.
Touchdown,
Like,
Longhorns.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football
we know
game.
they can score.
Trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If
this is not going to be an easy game.
Continue to heat up, look out in the
We're putting pressure on them. We're mixing up our coverages. We're doing a mix of man and zone. At the end of the day, their offensive line is playing like the best offensive line in the country.
All right, guys, a little update on what else
They are really good, though. I think all of their offensive linemen are above 90 overall.
Let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game.
Okay, let's establish the run, open up the passing lanes, do some play action, play smart. Let's ID the mic here. Wait, we ID'd the mic and they just...
I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on
What kind of blocking was that?
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
Smart catch, secure catch.
Short pass to the tight end. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the track.
Screen. Hey, we're mixing it up today. I'm not getting locked in
so much versatility.
to the same thing.
They can stay in the formation or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time.
If 62 holds the block, that's a touchdown. Still a good screen.
Finally get him stopped, but what a good job.
Bench switch.
To set up the screen and create some
I'm going to switch Spirion Brown to the outside.
Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky.
Well, I trusted Barion Brown, and that was just great coverage.
After the misfire,
I'm going to run this.
Second down. The give to the back.
Just not great blocking on the edge. Okay.
It's 3rd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes...
I still like the bench switch. I really like this play. And I think it's going to work here. I'm going to change the smart route for both of them.
At least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
What a route by the tight end, the freshman, everybody. What a difference maker. We removed the redshirt status from that player, and he's been a game changer.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He got a bunch and look close.
40 seconds left. I know I see the clock. I didn't. I just saw it.
First down.
So if you all were worried, the worry you should have been worried, because I did not see it.
Just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
If Patterson's in, that might be a touchdown. I'm going to call a timeout, right?
He's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick timeout.
One thing I wish when you called a timeout, you had the full timeout time to pick a play. You all know what I'm saying? Like, why do we immediately go in to pick a play? Like, I want to have my time. I called the timeout. I want to sit on the sideline, relax with my team a little bit, and call a play.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before.
We got time. We got time. No need to panic.
First and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass.
This is Barion Brown touchdown. Where's the flag route? We can't do it. Corner, there it is.
Negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
On 2nd down, wants
Nope.
to throw it. Looking to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You
Got one more play. That would have been an interception.
Plays here on 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to.
I wish this was to Barion Brown. So what I'm going to do is run a post
Quarterback changing the plays
and change key to straight down the field. I know this might be too crowded. I'm doing a levels concept on the left. Yeah, and we're going to custom route it just a bit. There we go. Macklin's the route, and then we got Brown, and then Sanders potentially.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And swatted
Risky?
down by the
Yeah, a bit.
defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball.
We got to get a new kicker.
He'll line it up from 34 yards.
Maybe he'll get better next year, but it should not be moving this much at home. At home, that should not be moving at all. We did it. 10-7 at the half. What a good half.
And the half takes us to halftime.
This season has been amazing, hasn't it? It's been pure cinema every single game. It's been intense, don't get me wrong. It is so intense. So nerve-wracking. Wow, I've loved every second of this.
Second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime.
Maybe not every second.
Thanks,
Not
guys.
losing to
One of
Georgia,
the best
but
atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one
we can't
from
stop 'em.
Lexington. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
let's get fired up, everybody. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Wake up.
The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half.
Take it to the house, Brandon.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the
If
return
22
man
holds the
showing
block,
great
that's a
vision to be
touchdown.
able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
Their Arch
He
Manning
sends
is
the offense
15 for
back out
15.
onto the field. And
Anybody
in a
got any
low-scoring
ideas?
game like
We can
this
run
one,
on 'em,
David,
though.
Every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the
That's a
perfect
touchdown.
play on just to get a first down. In these
I was
types
trying to
of
read
games, I think
Sanders
you're
into the
just trying
block
to
and
get
juke
guys
out of it.
space,
I just
see
didn't
if the
juke.
dude can break a
I forgot
tackle.
the
Maybe
juke
that
part.
generates an explosive
Now I'm going to do a
play
counter.
that breaks this trend.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
We've been running very straightforward.
Trying to move them on the
I
counter.
missed the hole.
Defense there to
Gotta
stop
cut
him
that
after
up.
a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Feeling some heat. That pass is
That would have been picked off.
incomplete, and they're
So I just want
probably
everybody to know for the
fortunate he
record,
wasn't knocked free for a
that would have been an
fumble.
interception for a touchdown.
And that was good defense.
I won't
again.
tell you all who I threw it to.
Unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He steps out
got
of bounds,
it!
but he's got
Brock
the first down on the play.
Vandergriff.
Quarterbacks have
Come on, he looked a lot faster in real life than he is in this game. Did you all? If you all watched the first
You can tell
Kentucky
he did a
game,
really good job scrambling outside
the second, of course, like I said earlier, it's the second game hasn't happened since I'm
and getting the
recording
first
this.
down.
But like, wow,
The
Brock looked
Wildcats
great.
will snap it on 1st and 10.
He looked faster in real life than they have him in this game. Brown, beautiful.
Got the quick pass. And
Jerry's
that's where
work with the
they'll
wide
mark it when
receivers
it's
has
tucked
paid
away
off,
and they
everybody.
pick up a first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone.
That's not the mic, right? That's not the mic. I don't believe this is the mic, right? I could be wrong.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at
This
the
is
point
open.
of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space.
I'm
in
probably
their
running it
run.
again.
I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
That's the freshman who fought through that. We've got to take the points, right? How close was that? That's the freshman that I understand we're running right towards one of their best defensemen. But here's the thing. The right side was crowded. If I flip the play, it's not going to work. If I cut that in, it's a touchdown. Oh, my. No, never mind. The middle linebacker was dropping in. Never mind. Middle linebacker would have got us. He broke the tackle, which is great. But, wow, it wasn't very close. And we're not close enough to... Did they say we're on the 1 yard line? We got a very generous spot. No, we're on the 2. We got to kick this, right? Part of me wants to line up and maybe take the penalty.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The give and the run on
Yes!
fourth down.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose, baby? Gutsy call.
The blockers, the offensive line will take.
I realize we can't stop them on defense, so we have to go for it. Patterson, I flopped to the other side, away from their best defender.
That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the block
Beautiful.
was outstanding.
Good decision, and I was waiting. I was ready to take the penalty. Keep that in mind.
Getting set for the point after.
I was ready to take the delay of game. I was not going to do a
And with the
timeout.
extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 69-yard touchdown drive.
Offense is rolling
and
today.
finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
That was a huge first down by Brock Vandegrift, though. I mean, that was incredible. He fought, got the first down, did not fumble.
The 25, no attempt at a return.
Listen, they're going to try to lock me into a hurry up in a 4-3. We are going nickel because they're probably going to do a hurry up and throw it. I'm going to do a zone blitz, though.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football.
That's fine.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep
Now
the
3
pressure on the
receivers. Okay,
opponent. Yeah,
let's
they just went down and
go.
scored, but you scored
Let's
here,
show a
and
cover
this
3
game's
and
still
switch
tight.
it up
You
and
keep
run
their
a
feet
cover
to the
2.
fire, so an opportunity
Where's the
here
cover 2?
to
There
keep
it is.
applying that pressure.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
See if we can throw Arch off his game. He's on fire right now.
Wants to throw. It's Manning.
We got pressure. We finally got pressure. Silver and Fearbury with a big-time sack.
Man, that's
Now
a
we go
great
dime,
example.
cover 3 match.
Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure.
Where is it?
And running him down. And
Where's cover
getting
3
the
match?
huge
I mean, I don't see it. I see Buzz match. Is that the same thing? Doesn't sound like the same.
Convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Team, what are you doing?
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Why do we got 2 quarterback spies? I'm switching this up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Good
And
tackle.
pick up the first down,
Fumbled, but
he
out of
got
bounds.
Drilled on that tackle. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game.
I'm ready for
There's
the
not
screen if they do it.
one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Look at our safety.
He strikes downfield. And it is a chunk.
Watch this terrible coverage. This is what this team has done all year. We have to improve our secondary. Our secondary is the weakest part. Watch them. Like, you have to, I mean, I understand you got 2 people in your zone, but you got to trust that the middle linebacker is going to guard there. And because he has that deep middle, you have to guard the wide open receiver here to the right. I understand that they're both open, right? I get that. But I don't know. At least he's watching the quarterback, and Arch is looking straight at number 5. So our safety has got to be making a play on the football or looking both ways. That is not a good play.
Huge gain on that
Okay.
one before the defense brings it to an end.
We need a pick big time. Arch is on fire.
They'll test the right side. He pushes his way down to the
Okay,
4
now
as
we
they
go
get
to a
closer and
4-6.
closer.
And a nice
I
job
do
by the running
think
back,
that they
finding
are
space,
going
getting
to
downhill,
Run
a
it.
good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
Good tackle, Silver. They bowled me over. Did you all see that? Now, are they going to throw it or are they going to run it?
Plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that
What does
is
Coach
they're going
say?
to stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in
Coach
the
doesn't
nation
know.
when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
I think they're running it. We're ready for it. We have time. We have time to think.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick
This
look
changes
at the
everything.
national rankings to see how
If we
this
can
playoff race is
somehow
shaping up.
stop them. We've done it once in the goal line, not on the 1-yard line, though.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
We put the blitz. We trust if they throw it, we got to be ready. If they throw it, they throw it. It's fine. It might be an audible to pass.
Looking downfield.
And it
it's
is.
Manning.
What a play by Fearbreed! Are you kidding me?
3rd and short in college football today. You see
That's
so
incredible
much more
coverage.
pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He missed
that
it
one will leave a
again.
mark.
Yes.
No good.
He is rattled. We have to check the defensive back. We've got to check. I mean, the defensive back. We've got to check the kicker. He's looking like me out there. 77 overall, accuracy of 72, awareness of 74. Composure has to be low. This kicker has no perks. They've got to be rattled. They've missed 2 kicks with Big Blue Nation fired up. Are you kidding me? Hey, thank you.
This field goal still leaves
Thank
us
you.
with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field.
Thank you so much.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just
We are
another day
running
at
the football,
offense
and we
for
are
the
chewing
national
clock.
leader in rushing.
If we can keep this ball the entire half, we will.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's
I
2nd
can't
and
believe
3.
it. Our defense is fired up. Our fans are fired up. I
Right
miss
back
those
to the
kicks
well.
all the time. So what can I say?
And
I
he's
can't call out that
tripped
kicker.
up before picking up
I'm the
first
worst
down.
kicker in this video game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's not even close.
On the run, it's Patterson.
Good try.
He's
No!
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Injuries
Looks as
don't
if we have
happen
an
in this
injury
game.
on that
They
last
never
play.
happen.
We'll take a break to check him out.
They never happen. They just don't.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And they knocked him down.
Try to play
almost
action.
immediately.
Bruised hand. Okay, we'll substitute.
Those
He'll be
outside
fine.
linebackers nowadays,
I was
they're
trying
so
to,
fast, they gotta cover ground,
you know.
but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile,
I was
that's
trying
why
to
they're
throw
getting
it to the
drafted so high
tight
in the
end, but
NFL
just didn't
and
have
getting
time.
paid all that money.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
That is an incredible
In the middle,
throw.
it's Brown.
And what a route. That's a veteran move by Barryon Brown. To, instead of going to the right, to go up the field, and Brock put that directly up the field, taking a big-time hit.
Man,
That's
that hurts. When
incredible.
you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those.
The work with the
critical
wide
points.
receivers has
Get
paid
to
off.
3rd down.
Shout out to
You
Jerry.
don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Shakes off the
That's a
defender.
freshman right
He
there.
picks up the first down, brought down, but
That's
not
a recruit we
before
got
he
last
put
year.
that dude in a blender.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After
just
the
gonna run out the
productive
clock.
first down play, it's
Imagine.
2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Our defense has been good in the red zone, and that's about it. I mean, it's true. Our defense has been good in the red zone.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long.
And that is 100% it. I think Arch Manning has not thrown an incompletion. Listen. I am going for this. We are on the 4th and 1. This is where you give it to Brock Vandegrift and trust that he can get it.
They've already converted
that's too
4th
far.
down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
There's no shot I make this field goal.
They'll try it on the
Gotta
ground.
trust the offensive line.
Wildcats will move the sticks.
And they just lost the defensive lineman, I believe. That could be game. They've got 3 timeouts. We're just chewing the clock. Oh, injury timeout.
Moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues.
Is that one of those fake injuries?
Nice rhythm here late.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll be perfectly.
This has been a perfectly called game on offense. Defense.
Trying to get it to the edge.
The freshman stay in bounds.
And excellent vision to find.
He did, I think. They called a timeout. It was close. Now, hold on to the football. Conservative blocking, conservative ball carrier. Are we still chewing clock? We are. Time management wins this football game. Home field advantage in full force today. Big Blue Nation rattled their kicker. Even with those 2 kicks, they'd be down by 4.
They'll leave it with him.
Incredible. Incredible. We had the best running offensive line ever, especially in front of our home fans.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the
Our teammate helped push us forward there. I say we go into a shotgun formation. This is my go-to run play.
Moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
What if we double? Is it crazy to double team that Yeah, that'd be crazy.
They'll try to blast their
Just
way
gotta
out.
read him. He cut left. I cut right. That is a touchdown for the freshman.
For 6 more points. With that score,
I love home field advantage in this game. When you actually play smart. We don't talk about Toledo.
When they got the lead and they got the ball, I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We don't talk about Toledo. Home field advantage. Toledo says, okay. This is like a home game for us, Toledo said.
And that extra point is a
24-7. All defense. Missed field goals in their team. It should be 24-13, but still. We would have won the game regardless whether their kicker missed, so maybe that'll make that kicker feel better, but probably not. That's Big Blue Nation.
On the run from inside his own 5.
I gotta stop turning into people.
Effort
Ryan, what were you doing on that? Oh,
So now the Longhorns take over.
I don't
and they'll
know.
Send out the offense. This
To be
offense
fair.
has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet.
We have got no pressure this game. Well, I take that back. We've had one sack.
Right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the
Why are we running? What is our coach doing? No.
I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
I hate hurry up.
The RPMs on that pass. Man, this
Makes sense,
sophomore
though.
has an
You're
arm.
going to run hurry up here. Let's pick this off.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Gets it out quickly. And how about that?
This is what our
catch and
defense has done the whole
run?
game.
So dangerous,
So,
this guy. Trying to get everybody
until
set
we
with
get to the
clock
red
still
zone, our
running.
team doesn't show up.
To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Bond.
Ooh, I tried to strip
They
it.
make the stop,
No,
but
if
not
they
before
ran
do
some
their
wide
work
receiver
up top to
screens in
pick
the
up
red
first
zone
down.
like they did earlier in the game, like if they ran that in the end zone, it probably would work because we were not
They'll
pressing
throw
very
it
much.
From the red zone. Going for 6.
That's perfect!
Oh, picked
I
off.
actually did it! I actually
And he's
did it!
wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I actually played it right. That is my best play in my career.
And you're in this situation, you know exactly
So,
what is.
This, you are going to laugh at this. I just learned recently that if you hold down the left trigger, keep in mind, I've been playing football games for years. I did not know if you hold down left trigger, you strafe. So I thought it was an automatic strafe. So the reason, remember when I kept saying, why is my guy spinning around, not making a play on the football? It's because I wasn't holding down left trigger. I never knew you could strafe. I just always hold down right trigger to sprint. So remember when my players would just like be running in circles? It's because I wasn't holding down left trigger. Watch what happens. Now, I've learned this a couple weeks ago. I forgot to mention it. Learned it about 4 weeks ago, probably. It hasn't helped. It has helped. But here we go. Watch this. I read the zone perfect. Cut back. I'm in a strafe, which means my middle linebacker is actually watching the football. Now that you can hold down left trigger, you've always been able to. I think I knew that at one point, but I supersell a lot on defense when I play football games. So I just haven't played defense in a while. But what a play. I supersell like almost 90% of defense usually when I play Madden. But here in college football, I love to play defense, so I don't supersell them. But wow, that was my best play. I mean, I want to record this and put it in one of those digital frames, you know, those video digital frames, and just have it right here on my desk so that, like, whenever we make a bad play, we can just watch that. This is my finest moment. Afari Jr. My finest moment. I actually played the zone right and baited him in, holding down the left trigger button. Remember when I kept getting mad and blaming Heisman earlier in this season? Remember when I kept saying, oh, that's Heisman. That's the Heisman effect. Ryan, you return the opposite direction. Your player's not even looking at the football. How do you expect to be able to jump up and intercept it?
To be a pass.
That's game. Victory formation. No, why are we... Coach, we're looking for a new offensive coordinator after this game. Just kidding. But why are they saying run it?
Running out the clock seems to be a mere
That's game.
formality
What an
here as
incredible
they are ready
game.
to snap it in victory
We did it.
formation.
The bounce back
All
victory.
business today for
Thank
this
you for the
ball club.
support,
They
for
come
all
out
the
and they
tips.
get the win.
Thank you for the one times, YouTube.
It's not always
You
pretty.
legends.
You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes, but at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Just if you all thought that Jerry had too many jobs here in the Ryan Gamer universe, he's our new wide receiver coach. You better believe it. That was a game changer catching footballs today. Now, our defense did not shut down Manning at all. Manning did whatever he wanted against us until the red zone. When we were in the red zone, our defense looked like a different defense. And we held them. That's 3 goal line stands because that interception, that's not a goal line stand. That was a red zone stand, though. But we had 2 goal line stands. And wow, I'm just so impressed with this team. All of them. Like, I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of this team. Our defense stepped it up when we really needed them to, and that is 10 points in the second, 7 in the third and fourth. We only held them to a touchdown in the second. Now, they did miss 2 field goals, so it could have been 24-13, but our defense just dominated. Big Blue Nation was fired up. Their kicker was rattled. Oh my, I've never seen a kicker that rattled besides me. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, that looked like me out there kicking. We actually did make a kick this game, though. We can say that. 24-7, what a bounce back win. Home field advantage out in full force. That Texas Longhorn team is struggling. 2-3 in the conference, 6-3 on the year. Let's take a look at the stats here. 295 offense versus their 294. We had 153 rushing. They had 25. We shut down the rush, but to be fair, they didn't really run very much, but we did shut down the rush. That's what our team does. Passing 142. Look at their passing. 269. Manning had a great game until that one interception at the end, and look at this. Look who threw no interceptions. Brock Vandegrift. No fumbles lost. A perfect game for this team. Even time of possession. Our defense just made big time stands. They get the player of the game ball, our entire defense. Brock maximized on the opportunities he had. He didn't have a lot of opportunities, but the ones he did, he capitalized. 9 for 13, 69 yards, and a touchdown. That's a perfect game for Brock. Only 142 yards, I know, but you remember that first down he had that changed the game running the football? That's amazing. I'm so proud of Brock. You know, he was frustrated last week. Wide receivers couldn't catch the football, but they bounced back. Patterson, 15 for 103 and a touchdown. The freshman Drayton had a big game as well. 12 for 69 and a touchdown. And we had some gutsy calls there. Keep in mind, our aggressive play calling worked. And Barryon Brown, he dropped a touchdown last week. Multiple drops last week, but caught a big touchdown pass today. 57 yards and a touchdown. We did not get much pressure on Arch. No pressure on Arch at all. We had a half sack, Silver and Fairbrey, but that was a big sack. You all remember that? That gave him like a 3rd and 18. We did have an interception, Afari Jr., but we just can't get pressure on Heisman. You just can't. We can. We got a little bit of pressure, but Arch Manning had all day. Let's actually take a look at Arch stats. They didn't have very many sacks. They had 3 total. So Arch Manning, 22 for 24, 269 yards. That's a 91% completion rating. Only made one mistake. One mistake. Like... Wow. So I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, then we'll do recruiting and take a look at the road ahead. What a game. And you know, I think I've come a long way with play calling. You have to on Heisman. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm never going to be, but I am proud of the calls I made this game. I think we made some gutsy calls and they paid off. And I think the play calling was really good on the offensive side. I think some of the best play calling that I've done made good decisions. We didn't turn over the football. We win ball games. So yeah, I think I've come a long way. I still have a long way to go. Thank you all for the tips. You know, the constructive feedback. There's some of those few mean comments out there. For the most part, it's constructive. You all mean the best. We're trying to get good. We want to win a national championship on Heisman, but we also realize at the same time how hard this game is. If you play this game on Heisman, you know, like, you have no time. You have to make decisions in a split second. It's much better at home, right? And when you're away, it's just terrifying. I mean, you all saw Georgia last week. These away games we've had this year so far. Wow. What a challenge they have been. So I know we have 10 coach points to spend. I think we're going to save those for now. So we're 3-1 in the conference, 6-1 in the season. We may move to number 6 after that win, or we may stay number 7. It's time to move into recruiting here. Week 9 recruiting. Our recruiting class is looking fantastic. I already talked about at the beginning who we got. We got Rhodes, Jatavius Hogue. We got Leo, Kiki, Cedric, Steven, our superstar, Ahmad, and I'm going to just say Jasmine. I don't know how to pronounce that first name. But this is where we have to make a decision. David Ledbetter, the 5-star left end, is one we gave up on earlier in the season, and I wish we never would have. We're not going to win the hard sell against Georgia unless we win a sway. We have 115 hours, and I think we do try the sway one more week because this player has a visit. Now, I think, honestly, they're going to go to Georgia after this week. I think once we hit advanced week, they're gone. So if we see other recruits we need to spend hours on, I will remove Ledbetter from the list because they are probably going to commit to Georgia before that visit. As you can see the interest level at the top right there, they are almost going to commit. Now, the problem was I gave up on this player earlier for a middle linebacker that we did not land. So, you know, you make some decisions that are good, you make some decisions that are bad. Our recruiting class is still amazing so far. We got to keep up the momentum. So we're going to move off from David Ledbetter for now. We'll come back if we need to. So Larry Peppers is a right outside linebacker, a 4-star gem I really want. And we are high on the list And they had a visit during the bye week, and they had a lot of complimentary visits. So that is massive. So we moved ahead of WKU, and we are hard selling a good hard sell. Yeah, I think we've got them. I think we've got this one. You know, I don't want to speak too soon, but we may lock them in. And then Darren Egbull, an athletic, agile offensive lineman who could probably play multiple positions. We are right up there on the top. Nobody else is coming after them. They're not a gym, but that's fine. We don't even need to have them visit. It's not worth it, and I don't even think we need to spend more hours because they're committing next week. So, yeah, they're definitely committing. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take off social media, and I'm going to add 10 here. So, to make it 50. And then Clay Melvin, defensive tackle, 4-star, not a gym, is a speed rusher. We are hard selling, and we're winning the battle against Louisville. We have the 4 pipeline tier, which is massive. I think that we continue the course. We don't need to change anything. We're going to lock them in soon. And then Amani Chick. We are number 1 run stopper, defensive tackle with 90 strength. A defensive tackle I really want. 79 play recognition is amazing to start out. And they're not going to play as a freshman anyways. Awareness has got to get better. They have gold road dog and silver defensive line rally. This is going to be a great recruit. Can we hard sell yet? It's a risk. We can look. Now, we're making good progress on them anyways. It has to have... It could be pro potential. Gotta have playing style and proximity to home. Oh, we don't know. It's too much of a guess right now. It's between pro potential, playing style, and proximity, or playing time, playing style, and proximity. We cannot do it, so we're just going to keep sending the house. I mean, we almost have them locked in. Now, this is one we're close. Amani Woodhead, right tackle, pass protector. This is the one with really good pass blocking. I would like their strength to be a bit more. They have good abilities and mentals, though. I will tell you, the strength is very important for an offensive lineman in this game, and of course in real life as well. So we may win this battle. I think they might have to visit, though. They might have to visit at home against Florida. That's going to be close. I think we might lose to Auburn anyways. I am going to schedule a visit, though, because you never know. And what's their deal breaker? Coach prestige, and we have that. That does help us out. Now, will they decide before that visit? It's very possible. And then Rashad Mize, this is a wide receiver we added recently with 95 speed, 96 acceleration. They've got the takeoff ability, which is amazing. Okay. 64 awareness. We don't care about awareness right now. You can learn from Jerry, the new wide receiver coach, right? And we don't have any of the motivations unlocked. We just stay the course. What do y'all think about the new wide receiver coach, Jerry? Can he have any more roles? Imagine Jerry in contract negotiations next season in the Ryan Gamer universe, right? Like, what is he? Ryan Gamer's swing coach in baseball, defensive coach in baseball, and he's the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks and the quarterback coach. He's the quarterback coach for the Kentucky Wildcats, the defensive coordinator for the Kentucky Wildcats. He's also the wide receiver coach now for the Kentucky Wildcats. He's Ryan Gamer's personal trainer across all the sports, his tennis coach. I mean, what does Jerry not do? His basketball shooting coach and his defensive coach. Jerry doesn't like to admit that he's Ryan Gamer's basketball defensive coach. He usually just tells people, no, I coach Ryan shooting. Oh, he told us that you coach him on defense. No, I don't know why Ryan said that. I would never classify myself as the coach of Ryan's defense in the NBA. He's his caddy in golf, right? He's Ryan Gamer's agent across all the sports. That's how he lands all these this Kentucky coaching job, right? I tell you, we had fun in the Ryan Gamer universe on the channel. If you're not watching the other series, I highly recommend it. Jerry, if you've just learned about Jerry in this series, I know I talk about Jerry a lot, but he's really a big part of this all the career mode series on the channel. I think we stay the course there. And then we have the right end, Adrian Warlow, that we just added. And wow. Okay. That is huge. I'd like to see them with a little bit more speed, but they got good mental abilities. And we did lose out. We're not going to get this player. I like to keep them on to remember. When we play Georgia next season at home, if we might not play them, but if we do, I want to remember this. I want to be like, okay, Tyler, I'm coming right at you. Shane, I'm coming right at you. Why does Georgia need 2 5-star middle linebackers? Well, you can never have too many, but still. Okay, 70 hours left. See if we can find a gym. Gil Waddle, Greenville, Tennessee. And we are 5. Let's add them to the list. Have we scouted this guy? I think we might have. Hard to remember. We have. And we removed him from the list. Let's see why. 61 speed. Yeah. No. Okay, let's look at team needs first. What do we need? We have a quarterback. We won't need that for a long time. A halfback, we do not need. We got that 5-star. And we have Patterson, who's going to still be the starter next year. You better believe it. Fullback, we don't worry about that. Wide receivers, yeah. Well, Ryan, why do you have 13 receivers? Well, yeah. If you watched part 1 of this new season, week 1 of season 2, or the off season, it was actually the off season of the last one. I have a tendency at the end of the year to get carried away with wide receivers, and I try to find the fast ones. And well, that led to a lot of fast receivers. The problem is, yeah, we got 13. And you can't recruit freshmen and then get rid of them, right? So tight end, how are we looking? Oh, Ty Hodges is the 6'6" one. We don't need one. We got Sanders. Yeah, Sanders will be the future for a long time. Unless Hodges gets a lot better. And he might. But I think he had normal development, right? And then left tackle, we do need. We got the freshman Johnson that we recruited last year, the 5-star. And then we need left guard. And we don't have... Wow, we need linemen. Where's our linemen that we're getting? Because there's 2. And, okay, we need linemen. We don't need a lot, but we have some good freshmen in development. Don't get me wrong. But we're losing some. And we can move some of these centers. Remember Caesar? Caesar is when the glitch happened. The change position glitch. When they were having all those glitches, they fixed it now. So that's why we had that glitch with Caesar. He would have been... Remember, he was one of our best recruits. He would have been way up there. So we do need another offensive lineman. Oh, here they are. Okay, so we're fine. We got 2 5-star right tackles. We can move to other positions. And usually they transfer really good. Yeah, we're going to be able to move around some of our offensive line next year. So I think we're good on offensive linemen. A left end, we're gonna lose out on Ledbetter, unfortunately. So we do need a left end. Right, we did land that 4-star Gem right end. If we can land Warlow, we should be fine on ends, right? Because we can move one of them. Defensive tackles, we are going after a lot. And we did lose out, though. We lost out on a big one. But the big one, remember Kendricks? Kendricks is redshirted this year. Remember, that athlete right there is, I believe, Star Elite Development and is from Lexington. So that's the Lexington, Kentucky hometown hero. The future of this defense. Fairbury is a junior. He'll be starting next year. We got the freshman Smith, another good pickup in last year's recruiting class, who might be the starter next year. Middle linebacker is looking all right. Looking all right. We need some work. Georgia. But Soles Jr. is going to get good. I think Soles Jr. is the future of that position. I believe he is the future. I could be wrong. I think he's the future. A red-shirted freshman. And then right outside linebacker, we're good. We're good. We got a lot of players developing. Cornerback, we need all the help we can get. Now, we need these players to get way better next year. We're losing everybody. Our secondary, if we don't have a good off season, everyone, we're in trouble. Transfer portal, maybe. Wow, we need a miracle. So that's a quick look at the team needs. We need a miracle at cornerback. So we need cornerback. So maybe we sort by cornerback. I know we've done this a lot. We need to find one more 3-star gem for to develop. Keep in mind, we just want them to develop. What about a junior college junior 3-star? They might be able to start next year. Usually the 3-star junior college players come in a bit better. Man to man. I know. I'm going to look at Fumagalli. And I'm going to look at David. Just for now. Get lucky. Not bad. 93 speed, but 3-star no gem. Probably not. Yes. Okay. Welcome, David. What was the speed? 87. You hate to see it. It's okay. They can get faster, though. They can get faster. We need all the help we can get. They could have elite development. So, I am going. They could have elite development. They might not. It's a risk you take. Now, Ledbetter. I want to see if the sway works. Maybe he won't make his decision after next week. Maybe he's like, I want to visit Kentucky. I want to visit Kentucky in week 11. I want to see what happens against Ole Miss before I make my decision. That's what we can dream about. Can we please, David? Can one of you all call David, please? If somebody wants to go out there, call David. Give him a nice little call. David Ledbetter. And just let them know, like, don't rush into Georgia. They might have beat us this year, but hey, they already stole 2 middle linebackers. You will start right away on this Kentucky team. Do you want to start or do you want to be backup for 3 seasons at Georgia? Like, you know, that's all I want you all to say. So if some of you all can call them and just let them know, maybe we send Jerry. We'll send Jerry with you all. Make sure you have Jerry on the phone call with you all and have a nice conversation, you know, just nothing abrupt, just kind of keep it subtle, like, you know, keep it like relaxed, like, yeah. Do some convincing there. And can we unlock anything new? We need a 2-top to get Master Recruiter. That is going to be huge. Oh, we need a kicker. I keep forgetting. We can get them later. We got time to get a kicker. We got time. So we could spend on Motivator, right? We have 10 points to spend. I think I want to unlock Tactician, though. Extra experience for win. And this is when you change stuff on the field, like improve offensive line. Yeah, I am going to do Tactician. I'm going to be a Master Motivator, an Elite Recruiter, and a Tactician. Well, actually, I'm going to be an Elite Recruiter. We're going to have our other coaches be the Master Motivators. See, look, we already have 2 motivators, which is nice. So I'm going to buy this. I'm going to be that because they do not. None of them have Tactician, and that improves your player stats for each game. And I think it's huge. We have 2 motivators, which I love. That's off-season improvement, everybody. That's what I care about. I love motivators. I want to be the Elite Recruiter. I want coaches that have the Master Motivator, and also they focus on recruiting. That's what I want. What do you all go for? In all seriousness, like when you hire new coaches, what's your type of build? Do you look for motivators? Do you look for recruiters? Stack up on all recruiting? It is very overpowered, but what I find, I like to develop my team through coaches with that motivate and experience. I don't like to start freshmen because freshmen in this game make so many mistakes. I like to treat it like, you know, they're growing. You have them come in. Some of them might start. A lot of them won't. Now, we'll be starting that quarterback next season. You better believe it. But I like to do more of the motivator. I want to be the Elite Recruiter. And I want them to do a little bit on recruiting to improve our hours and influence each week. But I love Motivator. Motivator is massive. That off-season training boost is amazing. Okay, it's time for the weekly events. Do we get another recruit? Come on. One time for the recruits, everybody. One time. We're going to week 10. What do we got? And yes, center commit Egg Blue from Winchester, Kentucky, the home of my favorite soft drink or soda, pop, whatever you call it. L81. L81 is right there in Winchester, Kentucky. I've been there to where L8 is made. That's my all-time favorite drink, L8. And we got a player from Winchester, Kentucky. You love to see it. I believe it's Winchester, L81. I could be mixing it up. Oh, am I mixing it up? I think it's Winchester, Kentucky, L81. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love L81. It's ginger ale. It's a ginger ale. For those that don't know, Clay Melvin, 4-star defensive tackle. Welcome to Kentucky from Belfry, Kentucky. Look at this. We are first on so many lists, and none of those were 4-star gems, right? They're just 4 stars, but we still celebrate them. That's still a huge pickup. Our cornerback wants to transfer. Yeah, because our secondary is terrible. Yeah, I don't blame you, Nichols. I don't blame this player one bit. When you get no interceptions and your secondary allows 91% completion from a sophomore quarterback, yeah, I would want to transfer too, to be honest. But also, we won a national championship, Nichols. Nichols wants to transfer. We won a national championship. And we've only lost 1 game this season. It's like, I'm out. Because we don't have enough interception. He's our best cornerback at 78 overall. We are in trouble if we lose him. So here we go. We are still ranked 7th. We face off in Auburn against the Auburn Tigers next week. Oh no, why do we have so many away games? We used up our home games early on, and Toledo stole our home field advantage. And oh my, we had home field advantage this week though, and we're in week 9 for Texas. That was incredible. But yeah, that's going to be a tough game. But I want to say thank you all so much for all the support, not only on this series, but across all the Ryan Gamer career mode content on the channel, and Rhett Gamer, the quarterback for the Texas Tech Red Raiders in the College Football 25 Road to Glory series. But this series has been so much fun, and I'm having a blast with it and on all the series on the channel. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps. Subscribe for more, and you can check the playlist to see the different playlists. And that's also where you can find the playlist for this series and catch up on episodes you might have missed. But I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to check out the new NBA 2K25 series and see if Jerry has helped Ryan go from the non-existent, as some may describe, Ryan Gamer's defense to better defense in NBA 2K25. I will see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.